Alright, so today I'm going to try out Black Radiance makeup. They are actually a sister company of Wet n Wild and also Physicians Formula. So for them, I feel like they're just an extended version of Wet n Wild, which I love already. All their products are cruelty-free. For Black Radiance, for the skin type that they kind of cater towards, is darker skin, so with the foundations and the concealers, they're a little bit too dark for me personally, but I love their powders, and I'll show you the products that I really love. I went to Rite Aid and I got quite a few things to try out. The first thing, I'm just going to cover up some of these random spots I have. The concealers, the lightest color is still a tad too dark for me, so I'm just going to use my Clinique concealer. Collection Custom Foundation. I got it in a medium. This is a little too dark for me, but I do like the formula. It's very soft. It's like a dupe for Bare Minerals. So this one, it comes in two. So it has a darker shade and a lighter, and you're supposed to just mix the two until you get your perfect shade. Even with the lightest one from this medium set, it's too dark for me. I might get the box that says light, which I should have done, but I could probably use this for like contouring. So I will just go ahead and put this on my face. I've tried this before and it just looks really flawless. And it comes with a little kabuki brush as well. So just swirl it, tap it, and then go put on your face. See, as you can see, it's a little dark. Alright, so I ended up speeding this up quite a bit, just because it was kind of long, but it's about light medium coverage. It covers like freckles, any imperfections you have. This powder also does a good job if you have oily skin, especially around your like T-zone and around your nose or anything like that. It's definitely a good powder to put on, so it'll last a while. Yeah, I do like this. I recommend it. I kind of do wish they just had like a clear color just for powdering the face, like a loose translucent powder, because the texture of that was on point. It was very soft. So I highly recommend this. Let's see. The next product I got I really like as well. All their blushes and bronzers are so good. They are pretty much like the Milani, but way cheaper. So this one is Ginger Snap. The number is 3515, and this is a baked bronzer. And then this one is Toasted Almond in 8306. This one is a blush. But both these they're highly pigmented. Pigmented, but still natural. And I will go ahead and use the Ginger Snap first. It has a little bit of glitter, but I don't mind at all. So if you want to go like kind of all over the face and just a little bit messy, go ahead and grab that e.l.f. brush again, and you just put it on the edge of your face, like just the tip of it, just so it would give you a little more color. I'm probably going to pick up a few other ones from the line. And then if you want it a little bit more intense, go in with the e.l.f., what is this brush called? The Ultimate Blending Brush. It'll pick up more color. And do you see that? It just gives a really nice sun-kissed glow. A lot of people like Physicians Formula, their sister company. I tried it, I didn't really care for it. I thought it was a little too glittery for my liking. This one's subtle, like it's like barely noticeable. So there's that. And it kind of just has like a nice little shine aspect as well. And then I will go ahead and use the toasted almond, my blush. Just put it on my cheeks right here. Look at how much pigment that is. But it's still so natural on the face. Like, I highly recommend these, especially if you're like a beginner and if you don't really know what you're doing. Like, I kind of use this like a bronzer as well. I can use it as both, but it's so pretty. It looks just really natural and it's really buildable. So I love that. So both of these, highly recommended. I am definitely going to try out other colors, but I don't think you can go wrong with these guys. They are only $5 and they look super natural. I don't think the camera is picking up on the pigment or the color at all, but it's so good. The next product is going to be the eyeshadows. These were on clearance for only 99 cents. They are colored pigments. They come in little containers like this. Originally, I think they're like $3.99. So the first one I got was this brown. I liked it so much I had to go back in the store to get the other colors, but look at the pigments. It's like shiny too. It's like super glittery. So, one swipe. Let me do it right here. I don't know if it's picking it up, but it looks so much more vibrant in person. The pink wasn't as pretty as the brown color, but still there. Last one is orange. So I think this would be a fun way to incorporate color, or if you have like a school event. Look at that pigment. So I definitely like the orange and the brown color. The pink I'm not that fond of. So there's that. But you get a lot too for only 99 cents. So you just go off the lid and just grab a little bit. If you want it more intense, just go ahead and spray your brush with water. Next is going to be mascara. There was 3 of them. I looked online for the reviews. A lot of people quite liked this Eye Appeal Lasting Mascara. It has, here's the packaging. So it has argan oil, it's infused. It's supposed to give you visibly thicker lashes. So I tried this. I thought it was okay. Let me go ahead and put it on. This was $5. In comparison with like the Essence mascaras, I prefer the Essence ones. Here's the brush. It kind of looks like the CoverGirl one. And I'll just apply it to my lashes. They do make it look way longer. And it's buildable, so you put many coats on. Okay, so let me go ahead, and the wand's a little bit wiggly. Okay, so as you can see the difference without mascara, with mascara. So it's much longer, but it doesn't curl your lashes or anything like that. It really separates the lashes, and surprisingly, it's like super soft as well. I think it's that argan oil. So it's nice and fluffy and soft. So it's nice to the touch. However, I wore this mascara like a few days ago. There is some fallout. Just like it crumbles a little bit, like not as bad as the Better Than Sex one, but it just like flakes on you a little bit throughout the day, like around the 8 hour mark. And then for the dark circle eyes, you do get a little bit of raccoon eyes after like a long time, or if there's moisture in the air or anything like that. But overall, I really do like this mascara. I think it looks great. So there's that. My last product is going to be a lip product. This one is called the Perfect Tone Matte Lip Cream. So it's very comparable to the Wet n Wild Mega Catsuit matte lipstick, so very similar to that. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it on my lips. The color that I'm going to use is 5403. It's called Let's Toast. And there's the applicator. So there's not really a smell, which is great. And it's nice and creamy when it's applied. I'm going to see if it dries down. I feel like if you have like a darker skin tone, it would look better. But I really love the formula. It's really soft and buttery. So this is what it looks like after it dries down. For the formula, it's actually okay. It's not too bad. It definitely reminds me of the Wet n Wild Catsuit Mega Lass. However, I feel like this formula is a little bit better. It's a little bit softer, and it's transfer proof. So yeah, like the color won't just transfer onto your hands or anything like that. However, it does dry out your lips a little bit. Like, as you can see, it's like kind of pruny, and you can see all the lines. Look at that. I would say a pass for the lipstick. It's okay. This color's not that great on me, honestly. I'm gonna try it with a lip pencil and see what happens. For the lip liner, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild. It is in 711 Chestnut. So let me just go ahead and fill in my whole lips and then put that gloss on top and see what happens. That actually looks so much better. So you're just kind of mixing up the lip liner and that matte lip cream. So this is what it looks like right now. Right now it's really pretty. And I'm just gonna wait for it to dry down to see if it does the same thing, if there's a lot of lines and it just looks dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video and wait for it to dry and see what happens. So after it dried down, this is what it looks like. Not bad, I got to say. I feel like Wet n Wild really saved this color. I think I just couldn't get past the ugly color on me, on my skin type. But after I put on the Wet n Wild, and this is like 99 cents, and this was a great chestnut, saved the day right here. I need to sharpen it. But it looks great. I am still getting the little fine lines on my lips, but it still looks good. And it is still transfer proof, so nothing on my hands. I think it looks pretty good. This kind of color reminds me of the dupe for MAC. There's also a dupe for Wet n Wild. This one is the Velvet Matte lip color. I feel like I just created that with 2 products, but this is only 1 product. This is like a great dupe for the MAC product, the little lip colors, and it's a long product. Black Radiance, I actually really like it. It's definitely not just for black people. It works on all skin types. They kind of, I would say it would look even more amazing on a black person, but I just feel like it's Wet n Wild, but the extended version. Like, it put it on different labels. If they labeled it as Wet n Wild, you wouldn't have noticed at all. So there's definitely some things that shined. I really like my like super favorite out of this video would got to be the baked bronzer and also the baked blush. I feel like for everyday look, I could just put on this and look good to go. It just adds a nice color to your skin without being cakey or anything like that. So definitely that. What else was outstanding? The pigments were really good as well. So there's my hand. The orange one was great. The brown one was great. Didn't really care for the pink one. What else was great? This was just okay. It wasn't like, I wouldn't go out of my way to get it, but it did do a good job to make it look really natural, my eyelashes. And they're like soft to the touch. They're not like hard or stiff or anything like that. So very natural, if that's what you're looking for. It's a pretty good one, especially for a drugstore. And then products that I was not that impressed by, but you can still make it work. So this is really good. What are these called? The True Complexion Custom Coverage Foundation. The texture is great, it's just the color. I wish they could make like a clear one, a translucent powder just for baking or something like that, because formula is on point. It's just the color range. I know it's more for darker skin tones, but I still feel like they should make like a translucent one that anybody and everyone could use. For the foundation, they have liquid and they also have concealers. I think I'm just a tad too light for that. The lightest shade, I believe, is like honey or something like that. I think I'm just a tad too light for that, but I'm pretty sure that would be great as well. So yeah, the only thing I didn't really like was their matte lip cream. Even this, I got to make it work. I seriously thought I was going to return this, but once I paired it with my Wet n Wild lip liner, it saved the day. I mean, this is definitely way more wearable. So that is everything from Black Radiance. I really enjoyed all the products that I got, and I will definitely buy some more things. So again, if you are used to Wet n Wild and you just wanted to try some more stuff, definitely check out Black Radiance. It's amazing. It's definitely one of the most underrated makeup lines, especially at Rite Aid. They also sell it at Walmart as well. I've seen some other YouTubers, they were saying like Black Radiance is like lower than like Maybelline in the drugstore chain. So every time they were talking about Black Radiance, they said, oh, they upgraded to Maybelline. But I think Black Radiance is doing a fabulous job. Their line is great. It works well on a lot of skin types. What else? So it's basically, because Black Radiance is a sister company of Wet n Wild and Physicians Formula, it's kind of in between. So it's kind of in the middle. You have some products from Wet n Wild and some from Physicians Formula kind of mixed in there. So the formula is kind of cross. So if you liked either of those companies, I would highly recommend you try Black Radiance. It is great. So that is the end of my review, and hopefully some of you found this helpful. So these are the final photos of me using Black Radiance. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe.